Day after 7 Indian braves were killed fighting Pakistani terrorists in Nagrota in Jammu and Kashmir, the twin strikes were raised in the parliament, only to be followed by an uproar leading to yet another adjournment. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, independent MP, has moved a private member's bill to declare Pakistan a terror state. While most agree that it's time to take a tough stand vis-a-vis Pakistan, our netas have failed to rise above partisan politics to do the needful. In fact, news has come in that obituary reference to Nagrota martyrs will be made in the Lok Sabha today, because of which we saw constant disruptions.
I really think that the Parliament deserves that much respect, that the valuable time of the Prime Minister be spent in the Parliament. After all, this session is not going to last for very long.
I think MP should stop resorting to tokenism and symbolism and playing to the galleries and making these tokenistic actions. If they are serious about the martyrdoms, they are serious about what's happening due to terrorism, they must get together, come to Parliament and declare Pakistan a terror state. That would be meaningful action, meaningful response, rather than just walking out and making slogans in and out of the Parliament.
Well, my point is Mr. Rahul Gandhi must come and say all these things in the Parliament. We do wait ourselves. Do we do politics for the martyrs? At least what did Honourable Speaker said? Combing is going on. Let the full reports come. We'll be one in giving our obituary, because, as I always say, देश के लिए जिंदा तो हम रहते हैं, मरता कौन है? We are proud of their sacrifice. But at least that should be beyond the pale of politics.
Let's go across to my colleague Madhav Das joining us live this morning. Good morning, Madhav. News coming in that there will be obituary references made in the Lok Sabha as well as the upper house, as we have lost 7 of our Jawans in that Nagrota terror strike. It was because of this we saw constant adjournments yesterday. So can we expect some sort of business in the Parliament today?
Well, yes, certainly obituary reference expected in the Lok Sabha. There was an attempt being made even yesterday in the Raj Sabha, but the basic question was this, that while the operation was on, should the Parliament discussing it? That was a question that was raised by the chair in both the houses. But today, of course, obituary references are expected. Sudesh Verma of the BJP is with me. Mr. Verma, the big question is why did we see a divide in the House yesterday? The opposition had to walk out on the issue of what had taken place at Nagrota. Is that something that is regrettable, and could there have been a reference to the martyrdom of our soldiers yesterday itself?
You see, opposition behavior is highly condemnable, Madhav. You see, opposition should know that they should not jump the gun just because there is a Modi government in power. We are aware of the niceties of governance. We are aware that if something like this happens, obituary reference should be given. But as the Speaker has clarified, till the event is already occurring, you see a fight is going on and terrorists are still holed up. You cannot do obituary at that point of time. You have to wait for the incident to be over. Nobody can be, can claim patriotism more than us. So to claim patriotism and try to push us on the dock was not the right strategy. I think opposition is, looking for an opportunity to just come and put us in the dock. But that is not the correct strategy in Parliament. You have to apply logic. You have to apply some sensible issues.
Okay. Yeah, let me put that question across right to the opposition. Nasir also joins us from the Congress. The opposition are trying to put the government on the dock on this issue is not right, because the operation was on yesterday.
I think when the Parliament is on, when there's so many things happening in the country, and when incident of this nature occurs at the LOC, then I think when the casualties are there, when our Jawans have martyred, given their lives for the nation, it is the primary duty or the minimum duty of the members of the Parliament who represent the entire nation to pay homage, to pay respect to the departed souls. Point number 10. Early in the morning, I think my friend Mr. Sudesh Verma has sparked a sort of a controversy by telling that they are the only ones who can claim to be patriotic, and nobody else in the country are more patriotic than them. So let me start our debate, let me start our discussion by telling that, again repeating the same thing, or letting the viewers know this is the party we didn't have any kind of role in the freedom movement. this is a party where in Hindi we used to tell our in the universities and colleges कि ये लोग खबरची थे अंग्रेजों के खबरची थे. They don't have any moral right. They're just trying to they are just trying to hijack this entire concept and notion of nationalism, which is very partisan, which is very divisive, which is very communal, which is very...
We have to go back to the studio at this point.
In nature.
We will come back to this discussion, of course, and many other issues that are likely to dominate Parliament. Remember, the Prime Minister is going to be present on this Thursday in the Rajya Sabha, as does happen during Parliament. Will that end the logjam in the upper house? All of that and much more that we'll be discussing when we come back after this.
Absolutely. Madhav, thanks very much. We'll come